Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'll start off the way we typically do with our safety disclaimer. So these classes and what I say are not medical advice. Please consult with your healthcare professional before making changes to your healthcare plan. This presentation does not represent Parkinson Canada's endorsement of products or treatment related to Parkinson's disease. This presentation is meant to provide general information. If you have specific questions about managing Parkinson's disease for yourself or for others, please contact info@parkinson.ca or you can call 1-800-565-3000. Hey gang, welcome. It's Monday. Yes, class number 24. This is your at-home workout exercise class brought to you by Parkinson Canada. My name is Lance Letain and I am the events coordinator here in Winnipeg. For those of you that are new to this class, welcome. Great to have you on board. For those of you that have been following me for the last 23 classes or shorter, welcome. It's great to have you back. So these classes are encouraged. We're trying to get people getting up to 150 minutes of exercise per week. It's at a moderate intensity level or vigorous intensity level, somewhere in between. Hello, Ruth. Happy Monday to you. And so these classes are more geared towards active adults. Some people might say the old term seniors. And then, of course, it's also geared towards people that are living with Parkinson's disease. You'll see as the class kind of goes along, I'll be talking about that. So I was just wondering, what's the best time for exercise for you? Is it early in the morning? Is it midday? Is it later in the afternoon? Or is it the early evening? Let me know what's best for you. Are there days that are better for you? Is it like right now we have it as a Monday, Tuesday, and Friday? You know, if enough people voiced their opinion, we could think about changing the days that we're doing the classes and the times. So just let me know. You can contact me either here on the Parkinson Canada Manitoba Facebook group page. You can send me a message, a personal message on Facebook, or you could also email me at lance.letain@parkinson.ca, or you can always leave a comment on our YouTube channel. So that's on the Parkinson Canada YouTube channel. These classes are posted pretty much immediately after the class is done. So yeah, don't be afraid to subscribe, hit the old like button, and leave a message for days, times that work best for you for exercise classes. For those of you that have been with us for the last 23 classes, are you noticing any sort of improvement? Are you finding that there's some physical changes, or are you finding that there's some emotional changes with you participating in the exercise? Are you feeling a little bit better about yourself, a little bit more positive, a little bit more confident? Ideally, it'd be great if you can start to feel more confident. So any information that you can share about your participation with either these classes or just exercise in general, don't be afraid to post them on the Parkinson Canada Manitoba group Facebook page, just because, you know, other newbies or people that are kind of considering starting working out or following exercise classes, they would really benefit from your insight into how you're feeling, the way you're looking. So any information that you can share for others that are maybe just starting their journey with Parkinson's or are just starting to think about starting an exercise class, that would be very beneficial. So I would encourage you guys to do that. A few quick shout outs here before we get going. I would like to, more than a few. Hi, Lorinda, you're first on my list. So a big shout out to Lorinda, Jerry, Pete, Karen, and Robin. We have Marge, Jim and Wanda, Betty and Rick, Susan, Nathan, Cheryl, birthday boy Blair Sigurdsson, Kelly, Robert, Contez, welcome to the house, Tracy, Jack, Sarkelia, Valerie. Valerie had a great question the other day. I want to thank you, Valerie, for asking that question. I hope I was able to get you the answer you were looking for. Irene, Sonali, Rejean, and Audrey, who lives next door in the condominiums. Okay, how about we get moving? Well, yes, before we get going, you can either use TheraBands or surgical tubing. If you have hand weights, you can use your hand weights. I've got 2 cans of black beans. Gonna be making some burritos later on this week. And if you don't have anything, that's fine. You don't need it. You can just use gravity. Okay, don't mind me. I'm just gonna get moving my chair back here. So for those of you that are just joining us for the first time, so when we're exercising, we try and have a combination of our exercises that either you can stand up or you can sit down. Almost everything that we're doing, you can sit down. Just make sure the area around you is safe, that there's no tripping hazards, or if you were to fall, that there's nowhere you would knock your head. Okay, so how about we start off with a nice breathing. We're going to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to raise our hands above our head as we do it. Here we go. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. Last one, big breath in. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And breathe out. All right. Well, you know what comes next. We're going to do our slap, clap, and snap. So we're going to slap our thighs 5 times, clap our hands 5 times, and snap our fingers 5 times. Hello, Betty and Rick. You guys made it. Awesome, Betty. Great to see you, Rick. Okay, so we're going 5 down to 1 and then back to 5. Ready, gang? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, good stuff. So yeah, this is part of our warm-up. With our warm-up, we're typically just getting our mind ready to be able to follow directions, getting ready for exercise, and we're getting our body ready. So we're slowly going to build up our heart rate and our breathing rate for the exercise ahead. Okay, so how about we start off with picking some apples. You're going to reach up and across your body. You're going to grab the apple, pull it down nice and slowly and gently, and put it in your basket. Other side. Up and down. If it hurts you to raise your hands up high, you can just go out in front and back. Other arm, front and back. But if you do have the ability, let's go high and down. Up and down. Picking up the pace now. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 2 times. 1 and 2. Other side. 1 and 2. Changing it up. Here's 2 and 2. 1 and let's do 3. 1, 2, 3. Changing here. 1, 2, 3. Changing. 1, 2, 3. Change it here. 1. Now we're doing 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, slowly getting our heart rate built. Now we're just going to, for those of you that are sitting down, let's think of our posture. So instead of flexing all the time, let's think extension. So we're sitting up nice and straight, pulling your shoulders back. aligning your chin with your spine. For those of you that are standing, it's the same sort of idea. Now we're going to tap our toes. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, let's do one leg. Just tapping one leg. Tap, 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 tap. How about we do the other leg? Tap, 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 tap. Again, slowly building our heart rate. How about we do our heels on one leg? Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Other leg. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, sitting up nice and straight. Now we're going to do heel taps in front. One leg and back. Out and back. Out and back. Out and back. So we got it really going on there. What do you think we could do with our hands, our arms, our upper body? How about we do some bicep curls with this? Okay. Up and down. Up and down. Nice and slow and controlled. Again, this is just our warm-up. We're building our heart rate up. Out and back. I was doing some really interesting reading this morning about exercise and Parkinson's disease. I have a presentation that I have to do on Wednesday. If you want more information about this presentation, just let me know. Maybe I can get you in on the Zoom call. But yeah, so I'll be giving a presentation on Wednesday all about exercise and Parkinson's disease. Out and back. Out. And now just our upper arms. Bicep curls. There we go. One arm and the next. One arm and the next. One arm. Raising your next. One arm and the next. One arm and then we're doing sideways. One arm and the next. One arm and the next. Now both together. And out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Okay. A few shoulder rolls going backwards. Again, we're just getting our body and our mind ready here. So we're getting ready to enter into the cardiovascular section of our exercise class here. So that's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes of continuous movement. If you get, let's go forward with our shoulders now. If you get lost at all in the choreography or in my directions, the big thing is just to keep moving. The more muscle groups we have moving, the better it is. A march is a nice easy one to follow through with your arms and no arms. Now we're going to shrug up and down, up and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, that's our warm-up. So for those of you that need a sip of your water or a Gatorade or what have you, just have a quick sip. You're going to put the bottle aside so it's not going to be a tripping hazard for yourself when classes get going here. And for those of you that are going to stand up and do the cardio, just make sure the area you have enough room to move around. For those of us that are sitting down, let's think of our posture. Sitting up nice and straight, pulling our shoulders back. Let's start off with a march. No arms, just our legs. March, 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 march. Slow march. Okay, so for cardio, we're going to be doing some marching. We're going to be doing some heel taps, some step togethers and step together, step touch. If we have time, we'll squeeze in a little bit of cross-country skiing. After our cardio, let's get our arms going. After our cardio, we're going to be doing, of course, our cardio cool-down. And then we're going to do our strength training. After our strength training, we're going to work on our balance, then our flexibility, and then we're going to finish off the class with some Parkinson-specific exercises. All right, so the intensity level we're looking for a level that, it's going to be challenging for you to talk while you're moving. If you find that it's really easy for you to talk, or maybe you could even sing while you're doing it, you're going to have to work out a little bit harder. And there's different ways of increasing the intensity. You could have larger movements, or you can have faster movements. You want to be controlled, and you want to work within your limits, of course. Okay, so saying that, how about we pick up the pace a little bit? Here we go. March, 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 march. March, 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 march. How does that feel? Excuse me. Feels okay? Again, think of your posture. Let's get a great big smile on your face. March, 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 march. March, 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 march. Okay, slowing it down again. Bit of a roller coaster here. March, 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 march. So when I said larger movements for marching will mean higher knees. Let's try some high knees. Here we go. Up and down, up and down. Knee up and down, up and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hey, march it out. How was that for you? Takes a little bit of coordination. And for those of you that are standing up, actually a little bit easier for you than for those of us that are sitting down. So let's try pick up the pace again. Here we go. March, 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 march. March, 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 march. So you should feel your heart rate getting higher. That's okay, that's natural. Your breathing rate's going to change. Okay, and you're going to start feeling better. March, 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 march. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Slowing it down. That's tough work. Again, and for those of you that are really in shape, you can go higher knees and try and keep up with the pace. That'd be awesome if you could do that. March, 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 march. Okay, there he is, the birthday boy. Blair Sigurdsson's in the house. Hello, Blair. I understand it's Tyler's birthday today, too. March, 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 march. March, 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 march. Okay, no arms, just our legs. How about we'll bring it wide, and then we're going to go narrow. So, here we go. Wide, wide. How does that feel? Wide, 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 wide. 4, 3, 2, 1, and narrow. Flat our arms. Wide, 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 wide. Holding it there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and narrow. Let's bring it wide, 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 wide. So I don't know if you've noticed, if you've been with us for a lot of these classes, I try and change things up every class. So we're doing a lot of the same exercises, but I'll change the pattern up. That's what we're looking for. Okay, let's bring it narrow. So you're always having to think. It's not going to become like just second nature to you. I want you to be engaged with what we're doing. Okay, let's bring it wide, 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 wide. 4, 3, 2, 1, and narrow. Okay, slowing it down, no arms, just our legs. We're going to bring it to a heel tap before we go back to a march. So we're going to go heel taps out. Here we go. Out and back. Out. And so this is working a different group of muscles. We're still moving. Out and back. Out and back. It gets hard sitting down and marching all the time. And back. Let's do some bicep curls. Out and back. Out and back. Out and back. So We want to make this more intense. We're going to pick up the pace. Sounds good? Okay, here we go. Out and back, out and back, out and back, out and back. Heel tap, tap, and tap, tap, and tap, tap. We're going to go a little bit quicker now. Tap, and tap, tap, and tap. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowing it down. Tap and tap. No arms, just our legs. Tap and tap. Following along? All right. Again, if you find the choreography is too tough or the directions are not doing it for you, just march on the spot. Keep on moving. And out. So we're going to go back to a little bit of marching, but we're also going to include some heel tapping. But we'll build it there. So in 4, 3, 2, and 1, march it out. Okay, march, 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 march. March, 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 march. All right, so we're going to pick up the intensity before we drop it down. Then we're going to do some 1, 2, 3s. Here we go. We're going to go a little bit quicker for a pace. March, 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 march. March, 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 march. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowing it down. No arms, just our legs. March, 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 march. Very humid today here. I'm breaking out into a sweat. March, 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 march. So how about we're going to do a 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to tap our heel to the front. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Heel out and out. 1, 2, 3, and out. 1, 2, 3, and out. And out. And out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. Adding our arms. How was that? Okay, let's try going wide and narrow. Wide and narrow. Wide and narrow. Last one, going wide. Wide and narrow. Okay, slowing it down. All right, so from here, what we're going to transition into, we're going to transition into some step touches. So standing still. For a step touch, you're going to bring your foot together and touch, and touch, and touch, and touch. Step and touch, step and touch, step and touch, step and touch. Step and touch, step and touch. So let's add some arms. We're going to swing our arms from side to side. Here we go. Side to side. See if you can bring your hands up to shoulder height. For those of you that need to have a little bit more intense workout, you can have larger steps, maintaining your balance, of course. You have to be safe. Okay, one arm. Step and touch, step and touch, step and touch, step and touch. Both arms. Step and touch, step and touch. One arm. Step and touch, step and touch, and touch. Let's get both arms. Wow, I'm feeling it today. It's Monday. Step and touch and touch. So from here, we're going to do 10 more, and then after that, we're going to do a step together, step and touch with no arms. So let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and with no arms, step and touch. So to get to our step together, step and touch, I'm going to demonstrate sitting down, but I'm going to do them standing up. So a step together, step and touch will look a little just like this. Step together, step and touch. Step together and touch. And touch. And touch. Step together, step and touch. I'm going to stand up. So it's going to be step together, step and touch. Step together and touch. And touch. Step together, step and touch. And touch. Step together. How about we try and add some arms? Step together, step and touch. Step together, step and touch. And touch. And touch. Again, for those of you that need a little bit more intense workout, you can have larger steps, or you can have your arms up higher. It's going to take more work to do that. Step together, step and touch. And touch. And touch. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. No arms. Keep it going. And touch. Step together, step and touch. And touch. And touch. Okay. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now just step together, step together, step together, step together. Let's add some arms. Step together, step together. Again, for those of you that want to or need to, you can raise your arms high. Everybody else, you can keep your arms down low, or you don't even have to use your arms. One arm. Let's do both arms. Step together, step together, together. Other arms. Step together, together. Hey, both arms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. No arms. Okay, from here we're going to transition back into a march. No arms. We have about 3 minutes left here, gang. So we're not going to introduce cross-country skiing. We're going to march it out. March, 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 march. March, 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 march. Adding your arms. For those of you that need the extra workout, raise your knees high. Let's bring it wide and narrow. Wide and narrow. Wide and narrow. Last one going wide. Wide and narrow. Okay, final push here. Now we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. March, 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 march. March, 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 march. All right, gang, almost there, almost there. Stay with me. You're looking marvelous. March, 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 march. March, 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 march. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leg it down. March, 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 march. Okay. Getting closer to the cardio cool down. Feeling good. Feeling alive. March, 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 march. Okay. So, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to stand still or sit up nice and straight. We're just going to punch out and back. So now we're entering into our cardio cool down. We're really going to be slowing things down. So the purpose of this cardio cool down is to slow our heart rate down nice, at a nice comfortable speed. Our breathing will become a little slower as well. Out and back. Out and back. Out. For those of you that want to punch up, you can continue to punch up. If it hurts too much for you to raise your hand above your head, you can punch out and out. So whatever is best for you is best for me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Punching down, down, and down, down, and down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So we're going to tap our toes. We're going to tap our toes one at a time. Tap, 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 tap. If you're sitting, let's sit up nice and straight. Thinking of your posture. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Now let's tap our heel. One leg. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. So now we're getting all that oxygenated blood. It's gone to our large muscles like our quadriceps. And we're distributing it through other parts of our body. Tap, 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 tap. Now what we do to one leg, got to do the other, so we're going to toe tap the other leg. Tap, 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 tap. Tap, 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 tap. Heel tap. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, so we're going to finish our cardio cool down off a little YMCA. So we're going to go Y, M, C, A. One more time. Y, M, C, A. Last one. Y, M, C, A. Okay. It's fantastic, gang. You've done your warm-up. You've done your cardio. We actually did more than 20 minutes of cardio. Finished our cardio cool down. Now would be a great time to grab a sip of water if you have your water bottle nearby or your glass of water. Just put it aside. We're going to be transitioning into our strength training. And again, today we will need either a TheraBand or a resistance band or surgical tubing. If you have hand weights, you can use hand weights. Or if you don't, you want to use cans of beans or cans of soup. That works for me too. If you don't have anything, that's okay. We can use gravity. But before we get to our upper body, let's work on these big guys here, our quadriceps. So we're going to do sit to stands. For those of you that need to use the arm rest on your chair, you can use them. If you don't have to use them, I try and encourage you not to use them. If you can't stand up all the way, that's okay. Even if you can just stand up a little bit, like that much, that's better than nothing. It's still really important that we're working our quadriceps. So we're going to do sit to stands. I'm thinking of my posture. I'm going to pull my shoulders right back. I definitely have my feet wider than my shoulders, so I want a nice solid foundation for me when I am standing up. Here we go. We're going to stand up 6 times. Here's 1, and down. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. That's halfway. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. That's 4. Up and down. That's 5. Last 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2. Can we do one more for good health? Come on, let's do one more. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. Awesome job. That's really hard work. This is some of the toughest work that you're going to be doing with these classes. Those sit to stands are killers. So we're going to come back to that. But for now, for those of you that are sitting, I'm going to demonstrate sitting down, but I'm going to do this standing up, doing knee raises. So with that, it's going to look like 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. For those of you that are standing, I would encourage you to hang on to a chair or have your hands on the wall for a little bit of stability. I'm going to go up on one leg. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. Same leg. We're doing it 4 times. Up and down. Halfway there. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. One more. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. Changing legs. Ready? Hands on your chair or on the wall for some stability for those of you that are standing. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 2, 1, down. Halfway there. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. Now we're going to do some straight leg lifts. I'm going to demonstrate this standing up, but I'm going to do them sitting down. I'm going to have my hand on the chair here for some stability. What I'm doing, I just have my legs straight. I'm raising my legs straight up and down. From a seated position, it's going to be the same motion. Just going to move my chair back a little bit so you can see. So we're going to do 4 times each leg before we go to the next exercise. So straighten out your legs if you're sitting down, straighten out one leg. We're going up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. That's 1. Here's 2. Slow and controlled, continuing to breathe. Up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3. Last one. Let's breathe out. And in. Changing our legs. Bending one leg, other leg straightening out. Pointing your toe if you want to. We're going up, 2, 3. And down, 2, 3. Think of your posture. Up, 2, 3. And down, 2, 3. That's 2 halfway there, gang. Up and down. Last one. Up and down. That's tough, tough work. If you're able to do all that, you should feel really proud of yourself. Okay, from here, what we're going to go into, last sit to stands before we get into our upper body exercise. Again, for our sit to stand, let's think of your posture before we get going here. Actually, I'm going to do it from the side profile so you see the way I shoot my butt out as opposed to bending over when I'm doing this. So I'm thinking of my posture. I'm going to sit up nice and straight, pulling my shoulders back. I have got my feet wider than my shoulders, so I have a nice solid foundation below me when I'm standing. I'm not using arm rests, but you can if you want to. Straight up, 2, 3. And watch when I go down, I'm shooting my butt out. So I'm not curling over like this. actually shooting my butt out. That's one. Up and down, that's two. If you can't do a full extension, even just going up a little bit counts. Up and down, halfway there. This is 4. Shoot that butt back. And here's 5. Last one. Let's make this one our best one. Up and down. Shoot that butt out. All right. Good for you if you're able to keep up. If you weren't able to keep up but you tried, I'm even more proud of you for doing that. Trying is just, it takes a lot more. Okay, so now we're going to work on our upper body. For those of you that have hand weights or cans of soup or just using gravity, I'll demonstrate this with the cans, but I'm going to do them with a TheraBand. First thing that we're going to do are called chest presses. So actually, again, I'll show you from a profile shot. So I got the cans in my hands. I'm bringing my hands back. So my arms are at a 90-degree angle, about shoulder height. Press out. Yeah, that's one. For those of you that have TheraBands or resistance tubing or surgical tubing, you're going to put the band over your back or behind your back and underneath your armpits. If you have problems grabbing onto things, if your grip strength isn't the same as it used to be, you can wrap these bands around your wrists. That way you don't have to hang on to them. So again, my arms are at a 90-degree angle. I'm pressing out, together, and back. That's one. We're doing 6. Here's 2. And back. 3. 4. 5. And 6. We're going to relax for a little bit. I'm going to do these next ones with holding on to the soup cans. So yeah, the article I was reading today, one of the many I was reading today, I was talking about strength training and Parkinson's disease, and the reason why, theory of why strength training is so important. It really helps people that have bradykinesia. So since we're doing strength training, we're recruiting a lot of extra muscle fibers to move our weights. And when we're recruiting those muscle fibers, it's going to relate onto your bradykinesia so that when it comes time for you to moving, you're going to have more muscle fibers, you're going to have more neurons kind of firing, which is what we want, as opposed to less. We don't want any pruning. We're trying to hold off that pruning of our neuro system here. Okay, chest press one more time. I'm hanging on to my soup cans, going out and back. That's one. Press out and back. It's time to press out. We breathe out and back. Think of your posture. Halfway there. Out and back. 2 more. Out and back. Last one. Out and back. All right. Continuing using your soup cans. So I'm going to demonstrate again using the soup cans, but I'm going to do them with TheraBands. We're just going to be doing some bicep curls here. So I got my elbows nice and tight to my body. Got soup cans. I got my palms facing forward. I'm going to be going up for a count of 3 and down for a count of 3. The slower we can do this, the better it is, as opposed to flailing going really fast. For those of you that have surgical tubing or TheraBands, you're simply going to be putting the band underneath both feet, just like this. You can wrap the band around your wrist if you have problems gripping things. Thinking of your posture, elbows are nice and tight to your body. We're curling our arms up for a count of 3 and down for a count of 3. We're doing 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Relax. We're going to do another 6 right after this. I'm going to do them with the soup cans this time. Thinking of your posture, sitting up nice and straight, or standing nice and straight. Elbows are tight to your body. Here we go for a count for 6. Up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. That's 1. Up and down. That's 2. This is 3. And 4. Breathe out. 5. Come on, one more. We can do it. And 6. Okay, and down. That's it for our strength training for today. So we're going to have classes again tomorrow. It's going to be on Tuesday, and you can come and visit these classes anytime you want because they will be posted on the Parkinson Canada YouTube channel, and they're also on the Parkinson Canada Manitoba Facebook group page. I think soon to be just posted on the Parkinson Canada Facebook page. All right, so from here, what we're going to work on our balance. So we're going to be doing some exercises involved that are going to challenge you on your balance. So if you can stand up, ideally you want to be able to stand up. That's what we're working on. If you can't stand up, by all means, you're just probably going to have to try and do the best you can while just sitting there paying attention, or you can continue to do some strength training. That works for me. So for those of you that can stand up nice and straight, feet nice and wide. It's got a good solid foundation below us here. We're simply going to close one eye and keep one eye open. Standing there. Now it's changing our eyes, closing the other eye, opening the other. We do have one dominant eye. If you were here in person, I'd be able to show you a pretty neat exercise to show you which is your dominant eye. Opening both. Okay, we're going to do a one-legged stand. You can either bring your knee up or you can curl your foot back. But regardless, I'd like to have a chair near you, or at least having a hand on the wall for a little bit of stability. So we're just going to be balancing on one leg. If you can, you might want to have your arm out in front or to the side. It will help with your balance. Again, our brain is processing all this information. Our muscles are processing all this information. And down. What we do to one side, we've got to do to the other. Again, that's where real strength training really helps us with our balance too. It's recruiting more muscle fibers when we are doing strength training. And the more muscle fibers that we have, the better the dialogue is going to be between your muscles and the brain. So if ever you're off balance, your body's able to adjust to keep your balance. Leg down, other leg up. One more time, each leg. Staying focused. And down, last leg, up. And down. Now we're going to shift our weight from side to side. So you're going to shift your weight. You can have your hand on the wall or chair. Shifting your weight. You can keep your toe on the ground for your one foot. For those of you that have really good balance, you can bring your toe up if you want. And you can look at the chair if you want. But only if you feel comfortable, though, I want you to do that. We do to one leg, we've got to do to the other. We'll start off hanging onto the chair, leaning over to the side. This foot, just standing on my toe. Stick out your arms for a little bit more balance, a little bit more stability. Those of you that need the extra challenge, you can let go of your chair or the wall. Have it nearby in case you need to grab on. Okay, go back to the first foot. Again, our body's talking to our brain right now. All the muscles are talking to our brain, and our brain's talking to our muscles. Those of you that live with freezing, you are very probably concerned with your balance. And rightfully so. We don't want to fall. Nobody wants to fall. Other leg, last time. Holding our balance. Okay. Now we're going to finish this off with a little line walk. So you're going to place one foot in front of the other. You're going to have an imaginary line in front of you. You can have your hand on the wall. Probably helps with the stability. Or you can have a hand on a chair. We're simply walking forward, placing one foot in front of the other. Walking on that imaginary line. And stop. And we're going to go back. And stop one more time. We're going forward. We're not freezing today. We're just walking on the line. Forward. And stop. Now we're going back. Okay, that's it for our balance training for today. We're going to spend more time on it tomorrow. So now we're going to work on some stretches. I'm going to sit down and do these stretches. By all means, you can continue to stand if you want. I want to support everybody. So for those of you that are sitting down, I don't want to forget about you. Okay, so we're going to start off with the tricep curl. So what you're going to do is you're going to scoop your hand underneath your elbow. And you're going to bring your elbow in tight to your body. So you should be stretching the top of your arm, the back side. It's our triceps. These are our extenders. These are the muscles that help you put away a glass in a cupboard or are involved with brushing your teeth. Anytime you have to extend your arm, that feels good. What we do to one side, we got to do to the other. So you're going to swoop up, grab that elbow. You're going to bring it in tight to your body like this. Continuing to breathe, head held high. Okay, now we're going to stretch out our forearms. So you're going to place your hands on your fingers. You're going to pull your fingers back. For those of you that have any sort of carpal tunnel syndrome, or if you spend a lot of time behind a keyboard, you'll know how glorious this feels to stretch. Stretching out your forearm. Now we're going to push our fingers back. A little bit of flexion here. Wrist flexion. Changing hands. Pulling your fingers back. Oh, that feels good, good, good. Now we're going to flex our wrist, pushing your fingers towards your arm, towards your chest. Okay, now we're going to stretch our upper back. So you're going to clasp your fingers like this. We're going to start low. We're going to raise our hands above our head. Oh, that feels good, stretching our upper back. If that hurts too much to raise your arms up high, you can just have your arms out in front of you. That works for me too. If you're feeling pain, we don't want pain. Soreness is different than pain. If you're feeling pain, you just stop. Soreness, we can deal with soreness though. And down. Now we're going to stretch our lower back. So with that, we're just going to 2 hands underneath your leg. You're going to bring your knee up high. This relieves pressure off your lower back. Feels good. For those of you that are sitting in a chair for a good chunk of your day, you'll know how good this feels. Thinking of your posture. And down, changing legs. Hands underneath your leg, pulling your knee up nice and high. Think of your posture, head held high. Continuing to breathe. Okay, we're going to finish off our stretching with our hamstring stretch. So with that, you're going to stick out one leg. Other leg will stay bent. Instead of reaching down, I want you to reach forward. So big breath in. Breathe it out, reaching forward. Head held high. Head definitely above your chest. Head held high. It's got a great big smile on her face. Oh, that feels good on the hamstrings. Holding it there. Hold that stretch. Continuing to breathe. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Hold that stretch. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And back. What we do to one side, we've got to do to the other. If you work at your flexibility daily, you'll notice that you'll improve pretty fast in a short period of time. That's a really good thing about leaning forward, head held high, breathe it out. That's one good thing about flexibility. You can get more flexible in a short period of time. You just have to stay at it. Ideally, you want to hold each stretch for about 30 seconds minimum. Let that muscle lengthen. It takes time for your body to relax. It takes time for your brain to relax. You know, enjoy that stretch. Stand up nice and straight. One more time, each leg. Take that leg out, toe held up. Big breath in. Breathe it out. Head held high. Great big smile. Hold that stretch. Again, it's not reaching down, it's reaching out. There you go. Hold it there. Hold that stretch. And back. Other leg. Big breath in. Breathe it out. Hold that stretch. And back. All right. Now we're going to work on our Parkinson specific exercises here. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop our jaw. So you're going to open your mouth up as large as you can. This is really going to help us with our chewing. So opening your mouth wide. And relax. Do a great big smile. Big, big, big smile. There you go. Hold that smile. Now let's drop our jaw again. And neutral. Now great big smile. Oh yeah. Now we're going to do our side cheek stretch. So you're going to place the palm of your hand against your cheek and you're just going to pull back. So you have a bunch of little muscles here that are involved, that get really tight. And when they get tight, you can end up drooling. Some of you know all too well about that. So ideally, we're trying to keep these muscles nice and flexible, loose. Again, ideally, we're looking for about a 30-second hold when we're stretching. It takes a while for our muscles to loosen up fully. What we do to one side, we do to the other. Hold that stretch. Hold it, hold it, hold it. That feels good. Okay, now we're going to finish off today with our finger exercises. So we're going to do index, middle, ring, pinky. Index, middle, ring, pinky. Index, middle, ring, pinky. How about let's go backwards? Pinky, ring, middle, index. Pinky, ring, middle, pinky. Pinky, ring, middle, index. All right. Well, that's it for today, guys. So I really want to thank, if you're new to the class, thank you for participating. It means a lot to me. Don't be afraid to message me here on the Facebook page. You can always subscribe and leave a message on the Parkinson Canada YouTube channel. Give us the old thumbs up if you enjoyed yourself. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll try to do the best I can to get back to you. And let me know what time of the day is best for you. If it's mornings, if it's mid-afternoon, if it's late afternoon. We'll try and get something worked out that meets your needs. So until then, oh yeah, can't forget, we have Super Walk Saturday, September the 12th. It's going to be a virtual Super Walk this year, so we're asking you to walk in your neighborhood with family and friends. We're still collecting funds. You know what change is all about if you have to live with Parkinson's disease. So Parkinson Canada is changing, and we're here to meet your needs no matter what. Okay, gang, we'll see you tomorrow at 1:30. Take care. Bye-bye.